The poet is pained to see that people have no time to enjoy the beauty of nature. They struggle hard to win glory in different spheres of the life, but that labor is of no real importance. They have no mental peace. For a long time the poet searched for quiet and innocence in men's company, but in vain. At last he got them in the solitude of a garden. Human society is rude in comparison to the society of objects of nature found in a garden. Speaking of the beauty of garden, the poet says that there was never a beloved who was more beautiful than a green tree. Those lovers who cut the names of their beloveds in the bark of trees are foolish. The poet says that he would never do so. Passionate lovers find place and balmness in the midst of nature. Even Apollo and Pan ended their love in trees and plants. Apollo chased Daphne, and Pan pursued Syrinx so that the laurel trees and the plants of reed may grow on the earth. The poet gives a beautiful description of a tropical garden. He finds here ripe apples, clusters of vine and nectarine peach. Stumbling on melons, he finds himself enshrined with flowers. He falls on grass. Marvell, the metaphysical poet, was enjoying himself among the objects of nature. He felt the presence of a divine spirit in nature. His mind felt purified and rendered holy. So it rises above the plane of the material world and forms images of other worlds. In that state it reduces everything in the world into a single immaterial thought. The poet wants to become one with nature. He wants to forget all the worries of this world. He identifies himself with various objects of nature. He finds himself sitting like a bird and singing of the joys of nature. Adam enjoyed the bliss of solitude in the Garden of Eden. He enjoyed the beauty of nature as well as the bliss of solitude. His happiness was destroyed by Eve's arrival. The clever gardener has very skillfully laid out the garden. As a result of that, the moving shadows of flowers and plants serve the purpose of a sundial. The laborious bee knows the seasons of honey from the flowers coming out in turn in different seasons. The central theme of the poem is the bliss of solitude in a garden. He says that life of contemplation is superior to a life of action. This poem displays well his love for trees, fruits, and flowers. The poem also displays his sense for scenery and color. The poem has been described as a symbol of the Golden Age. The Golden Age is a state of in a garden. Solitude, which is essential for perfect happiness, is found in a garden alone, referring to Adam's happy life in the Garden of Eden in heaven.